What's good, YouTube? With the man, it's your boy Cowboy back out with another banger video, man. I told y'all I got y'all with these builds, bro. I got 6 of them today. It's 3 like strictly like point guards. One of them is a 6'6", one of them is a 6'2", one's a 6'1", and then I have a 6'5" shooting lock, and then I have an inside and a popper. The inside is 7 foot, and the popper is 7'1", right? So let's go ahead and get straight into this video. I'm not gonna hold y'all up for long. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get straight into it. So you have a 6'2" PG, right? You have your 94 three-pointer, an 85 driver lay, a 55 driver dunk, which, I mean, these two you can switch if you want it to be where you have more of a driver dunk, more and less of a driver lay. Of course, you would be able to switch that, and then, you know what I'm saying, we'll switch badges to that certain threshold there. On this build here, which I feel like a lot of small guards ain't doing, is going to 91 speed with ball. Which, I mean, if you're gonna go that short, you might as well go 91 speed ball. I feel like there's no reason to go 6'2", 6'1", and not go a 91 speed ball, or have it so where like you center your build kind of like with cap breakers to eventually get 91 speed ball. This build also has an 82 perimeter, and it has pass, right? A lot of people make small guards, they're not putting pass on it. This build does have pass, but you have 82 perimeter, 85 steal, you have 91 speed, of course, to go with the speed ball, 80 agility, and then you're verting your strength. That doesn't really matter whenever you're this small, in my opinion, right? So with this build here, what I would do, I'll go playmaker specialization, right? And then with my cap breakers, you have some options, right? You could put it on your ball handle, you could put it on your pass. You put on your pass, you get up to 84 pass, and that 84 pass, that is a gold versatile visionary, right? Or you could put it on your ball handle, and you don't unlock nothing in that 94. You might get Hall of Fame. You might get Hall of Fame handles, and if that's the case, then you could switch your badge specialization max +2 on here. But I think you might get it at 94. I'm just not 100% sure, right? But I think that is the badge threshold for it. And I know you do unlock gold ankle assassin, as we see in the screenshot, at 93 ball handle as well. But for this one, if you just say we're gold pass accuracy, right? So for this one, I would say use your badge, your build specialization max +2 on legend handles, and then the +1 on legend lightning. This is the reason why I say do it this way. It's because you can use both your max +1 and max +2 on something like handles and lightning launch to get them both to legend, right? And then, I mean, there's not gonna be a lot of people running legend handles and legend lightning, especially at the 6'2", unless you would have to go the 91 speed ball, or you would have to sacrifice your other max +2, which I feel as though you could use that in a different area. So for the tier 1 max +2, I did Hall of Fame challenger. So right now at 82 perimeter, you got to know, like, if you're running 5s or anything with this build, you're gonna probably be in a corner. And then like we have popper builds later on where you're gonna have a 7'1" popper with a Hall of Fame set shot and a silver deadeye. You're gonna want your challenger as high as possible. So I say Hall of Fame challenger, and then for your max +2, either go half layup mixmaster or half float, right? Of course, if you're able to get more of like a, to that 87 or so driving dunk, or if you could flip it and get to like that 87 driving dunk, you'd want to put that on your poster or anything like that, right? So we on our max 1 tier 1, I said half dimer. So with, of course, at 85 you unlock gold dimer. I say that's probably the best one that you're gonna get here. It's probably going to Hall of Fame dimer, or you can go Hall of Fame pluckable. Like, you can switch out either one of these, whether it's the crew max +1 or the max +1 that you get from the season or anything else that like that's gonna come in from. I feel as though you can do it either way, right? It doesn't matter which one of those you do first. And then for your max +1 tier 2, you would do gold mixmaster or float game, right? And then for your crew max +1, since we know that's what that is for now after watching the park, their whole courtside report, we know that's where that's from. So for the crew max +1 tier 1, you'll go Hall of Fame unpluckable, right? And then for the crew max +1 tier 2, I said Hall of Fame dimer. Or like I said, if you did it for whatever you're gonna get the first set of max +1s from, then you can go at that point, you can do gold mixmaster or flow game, right? And so let's go ahead and move over to the 6'1" PG. Like I said, we're not here to hold up anybody time, right? 6'1" PG, 177 weight at 6'3" wingspan, right? You have 89 driver dunk, 94 3, 90 mid-range, 76 pass X, 92 ball handle, 86 speed of ball, 82 perimeter, 85 steal, 91 speed, 85 agility, 78 vert. So this one you can dunk on people, got contact dunks. You have more agility than the last build. Your speed ball is lower, but like I said, you use your cap breakers towards speed ball to eventually get us to 91. What I would do personally, I would lower your wingspan to get that 99.3 and drop my midi down some. But that's what I would do. I'm just letting you know my suggestion. But with this one, what I would say is go still playmaking specialization. I would say speed ball. Like you're trying to get that speed ball to that 91, so put that +2 on there. What you would do is max +2 your light. You'll max +2 legend lightning, right? Until you get to that 91 speed ball, and then you'll flip these. You'll go legend handles and legend lightning. You know what I'm saying? Like your max +2 at that point would be a legend handles, and then your max +1 at that point will be a legend lightning. That's what I would do. Right? Same stuff for this max 2s. For your tier 1, you'll go Hall of Fame Challenger. For your tier 2, you'll go Gold Mix Master or Float. Right? For your max +1, you'll go Gold Posterizer. Right? I feel like that's probably your best thing that you got left here. It's probably a Gold Posterizer, especially since you can't get it on Gold any other way. Like you can't upgrade your driving dunk any further, right? And then your max +1 tier 2 will be Gold Dimer, which you'll get from the crew max +1s. You'll put at Hoff Interceptor. And then for the crew max +2, you'll put, for tier 2, you'll put Silver, Mix Master, or Float Game, right? That's what we'll do for that. Let's go ahead and move into this 6'6" with a 6'9" wingspan, right? So these 6'6" with a 6'9" wingspan, I'm gonna make something similar to this, but I'm going 6'6" with a 6'7" wingspan, so I can have a 93.3. But I would make it very similar to this, right? This build here has a 75 driving lay, 87 driving dunk, 40 standing dunk. If you don't know, if you're anything under 6'5", you can't get standing dunk. It has an 80 mid-range, 89 3-pointer, a 90 ball handle, 86 field ball, 75 pass hack, 85 perimeter, 85 steal, 68 block, 86 speed, right? 75 versus 79 agility. So with this build here, I go playmaking. What I do is put 2 on my ball handle to get it to 92. That's where you're gonna get your gold unpluckable, right? So at this point, you would want to max +2. You'll specialize, of course, in playmaker. Your max +2 will be Legend Lightning. Your max +1 will be Hall of Fame handles, right? Legend Lightning on a 6'6", come on now. Like y'all can't get any better than that, right? That's the tallest height you could be, and get Legend Lightning, and that's what we're going, probably day 1. Your max +2 tier 1, you'll go Legend Set Shot, right? So you have an 89 3 to start off, you know what I'm saying? That's where you unlock gold. You want to push that to Legend day 1. Right, your max 2 tier 2 will be Gold Chase Down. So people complain about the 68 block. Well, okay, now we're gonna boost that up to a Gold Chase Down, right? For your max +1 tier 1, you'll go Gold Poster or Limitless. Right now at 89, you have a Silver Limitless, right? Also at 87 driving dunk, you have a Silver Limitless. I mean a Silver Posterizer, right? So okay, what you can do is whenever you hit 93.3, right? Like I said, drop that wingspan down to 6'7". When you hit 93.3, at that point you'll be able to upgrade eventually with cap breakers and stuff like that. You'll be able to upgrade to a Gold Limitless. So then you could push this potentially to a Hall of Fame Limitless on a 6'6", and then you will go max 1 tier 2 to Gold Dimer, right? And that's where you get at your 75. I also try to figure out a way to get that 76 pass hack, just to have Silver Versatile Visionary, because it makes no sense to have bronze whenever, you know what I'm saying, you can go 1 rating up right there and figure out that way. How I would do that, I would drop my mid-range down 1, and that should give you the point to put it on your pass hack. All right, so for your crew max +1 tier 1, I said Hall of Fame unpluckable, right? Because I feel like, I mean, we don't know how it's going to be yet. We just want to see, and I feel as though that's going to be a very good badge. For your crew max 1 tier 2, you'll go Silver, Mix Master, or Float Game. Right? I feel like that's on a 6'6". I feel like that's your best bang for your buck badge right there, and it will hop into our 6'5" lock. So our 6'5" lock, there's nothing really finishing crazy, right? You have a 50 driving dunk, a 45 standing dunk, of course, like your 6'5", so you know what I'm saying, that standing dunk you can get. So you'll do a 93 pointer, 80 mid range, 92 free throw, a 75 speed ball, 97 perimeter, 91 steal, 68 block, 74 interior. You do have a box, like you're able to get box out beats and stuff like that with a 60 D board. You have a 90 speed, 86 agility, 92 strength, right? So on this build here, I would say shooting specialization on a 6'5" lock. You would add 2 to the 3-pointer. So I was saying you can either drop everything down 1 to a 89 3 and a 79 midi, and then you could push it to a 91, right? That's where you unlock your gold shifty shooter, and then at 90, of course, you unlock the deep bomber takeover, right? So I say what you should do for that is max +2 from your build specialization, max +2 legend, your set shot from gold to legend, and then you also will push your with the max plus one, you'll go from silver to gold limitless, right? On the max plus two, I say tier one, go to legend shifty. So now moving or standing, you have legend shooting, right? Which I feel as though, in my opinion, is the best thing to do. All right. And then for max two, tier two, you have gold chase down, right? And of course, that I feel like whenever you go to a lock, being able to like run the guard down, you know what I'm saying, kind of give him some space a little bit, and like, you know what I'm saying, close out and he get past you a little bit. Okay, cool. I can come chase that down with a gold chase down. For your max plus one tier one, I say go Hall of Fame interceptor or glove, right? With you having it right now at a 91. When it maxes out, of course, at a 96, and that's where you unlock Hall of Fame interceptor and Hall of Fame glove. So at that point, you know what I'm saying, you do your cap breakers and stuff like that later on, then you can push that to a legend interceptor. And then for your crew max plus one, y'all would have a legend glove at that point. For your max plus one tier two, you would have silver box out, or you can mess around and go Hall of Fame brick wall, like on some trolling stuff. You know what I'm saying? You can come up and set the screen for the guard and just be, you know what I'm saying, on some funny trolling stuff. And then for your crew max plus one tier two, you would do the opposite. You'll go to a silver box out or a Hall of Fame brick wall. And that's literally, like I said, just on some, like, you know, some trolling funny stuff, right? Let's go and hop into this 7 foot inside, right? I say defensive specialization, and go +2 on your block. I say drop your interior one, from an 85 to an 84. See if you can get more on a block. See if you can, you know, mess with your ball handle, anything like that. Drop your drive and dunk down one, just to try to get that block to a like 86. If you can get it to 86, I know at 88 block, I think that's when you unlock your gold paint patroller, right? So that will help out this badge here with badge specialization. With build specialization, you go max +2 to Hoff paint patroller. If you can get it to where you already have gold paint patroller, you can push this to legend paint patroller on a footer, right? And then for your max 2, for your badge specialization, max +1, I say gold post lock. Anything in that realm, you know what I'm saying? Like, you really just like focus on defense at that point. You can also drop your perimeter too. A 65 perimeter, in my opinion, you don't need, because you're a footer, right? I'm not expecting you to come out and hedge or anything like that. And I don't know what that steal rate can go to, but if it can get to anywhere like around that 73, put it on steal. Try to get interceptor as high as you can. So you have on your max 2 tier 1, you'll do legend rise up, right? The 90 standard dunk, legend rise up is going to be phenomenal. And then for your max 2 tier 2, you will go Hall of Fame chase down, right? Max 1 tier 1, you'll go Hall of Fame break starter. Max 1 tier 2, you will go silver poster. For your crew max +1 tier 1, you'll go Hall of Fame brick wall. And then for your crew one max +1 tier 2, you'll go legend dimer. All right, and I feel like this all like really bang for your buck in every single part. You know what I'm saying? You have Hall of Fame chase down, you have legend rise up, you have legend rebound, and of course, you know what I'm saying, I'm knowing you're gonna put cap breakers on there to make that a 99. You have legend, so you have legend box out, you have legend rebound chaser, right? That's 2. You have legend paint patroller, that's 3. You have legend rise up, that's 4. Right? You have legend dimer, that's 5. You also have Hall of Fame chase down, break starter, and brick wall. This is a phenomenal inside big, right? But let's go ahead and hop over to the popper, which I feel as though is probably my favorite whenever it comes to what I want to like actually, something I would make, right? I'm more of an inside type of big, right? So I'm more of a popper if I'm gonna ever make a big. So what I would do on the 7-1 popper, I'll go shooting specialization, right? I would lower your 3-pointer from a 76 down to from a 78 down to 76, right? It goes shooting specialization. The reason why shooting specialization makes these poppers even more deadly is because of these here, right? You would push it to a 78 with the max +2, right? You now have the build specialization where you can max +2 a silver set shot to Hall of Fame. You also will use your max +1 on there to go from a bronze Deadeye to a silver. So now you have somebody in the corner who probably does not have challenger at a high level. You can shoot over them. You are 7-1 with a 7-7 wingspan with a Hall of Fame set shot. I feel like you will be able to, and a pure green window. It's gonna work out great for you. Right, your max +2 tier 1, you'll go legend rise up. Again, you have that 90 standard dunk again, so that's, you know what I'm saying, you can push that to legend. You don't have to upgrade it anymore, right? Then you go max 2 tier 2, you go Hall of Fame chase down, right? You go max 1 tier 1, you go gold paint patroller. Max 1 tier 2, you go silver interceptor. Then crew max +1, you'll go gold post lock, and crew max tier 2, you'll go Hall of Fame dimer. I definitely feel as though like everything in here, you hit thresholds. We already know your first cap breakers are probably gonna go to D board. You know what I'm saying? Like whenever you unlock like a total of 5 cat breakers, it's gonna go to D-board, so you can get a 99, you know, a 99 rebound, so you can have those Hall of Fame box out, Hall of Fame rebound chaser. So you have those two, and then you'll have I said Hall of Fame legend rebounding, as in legend box out beast and legend rebound chaser, right? And then you'll also have legend rise up, and then you'll have Hall of Fame set shot, Hall of Fame chase down, and Hall of Fame dimer. Right, those are all great badges to have. Now, what I do say future wise, so whenever you get to the 99 D board, I definitely say you go back, right? And now you look at like standing dunk. So with standing dunk, you could push that to 95 later on. Of course, you know what I'm saying? This is not talking about, you know, early on in the game. Whenever you get cap breakers way later on, you can go a 95 standing dunk. That'll allow you to move your max 2, right? And that is huge. So you can move your max 2 from a legend rise up. You can push it down to a max 1 and go legend rise up, but it'll be a max 1. So then you could push like a gold paint patroller. You could push that into the max +2 spot, and now you have a Hall of Fame paint patroller. I'm just saying, just something you could do future wise. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a suggestion at the end of the day. I hope I brought y'all a bunch of good builds. I hope I was very informational. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe if you're new. It's me, boy Cowboys Raw, and the game is here, bro. We got a wake up. That's it. All you gotta do is wake up. The game is here. Appreciate y'all coming through, man. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe if you're new. And I'm out, bro.